So good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Infor Campus webinar. My name is Jason Snar, and I'm the Customer Service Manager here at DRI. Today, our presenter is Jo Nordeen. She has been working in education and training since 1996 and is currently working with the customer care team on Infor Campus. The team is comprised of Infor resources to assist campus learners with their inquiries and facilitates communication with Infor's education product managers and our solutions architects across all of Infor education product offerings. So with that, Jo, I'll let you take it from here.
Thanks, Jason. It's nice to meet everybody virtually here. I would also like to add that I am joined by Terry Maskey. She's our Global Director on our education team, and I want to just let you know that she's also with me on the call to help answer any questions. So welcome to the Infor Campus. I understand that from having prepared with Jason and Wendy for this particular call that we may have different audiences who are joining us for this call. So some of the topics may be relevant to everyone because of the desire and the need for education and training. But I will cover a couple of topics that may be very, very specific to those individuals who are joining us on the call today who may be more interested in how they would track the learning for their organizations or for their teams specifically. So we'll just keep a broad perspective here as we introduce you to the Infor Campus. Some of our organizations have been on campus and using campus quite a bit, and some of our organizations have had access to campus and have an opportunity to learn more about what campus offers us today. In preparing for your call, when I asked Jason, basically, what is it that we want to talk about? Well, the topics were what is Infor Campus and what is our Campus Plus, our new education product, and how do I get access to this Infor Campus, and why would it even be of value to me? So I want to hit primarily on those topics initially here as we're looking at the login page for Infor Campus. Our Infor Campus is our learning platform for our customers. We refer to it as our customer marketplace. It houses all of our education offerings for the products on the Infor Campus. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But basically, this is our opportunity here to learn our products based on, gosh, my time frame. You know, can I do it in a self-paced format? Are there instructor-led training sessions? Those types of questions come to mind here. So this Welcome to Infor Campus session is all about your education offerings. And I do believe that we will be focused primarily on our CloudSuite Industrial SyteLine product as we look at this today. The next question about how do I get access to the Infor Campus? Well, access can happen very simply by coming to campus.infor.com. This is the URL that you see on your monitors at this particular point. And on your login window, there is an opportunity to go ahead and use the sign up here link if you do not have access to the Infor Campus at this time. We use this as the initial starting point, but I want you to know that we have an Infor Campus at infor.com email address, and you're sure welcome to contact us there. What's needed is your first name, last name, and your email address, and that helps us provide access to you to get you into the Infor Campus. As we take a look at our access here, I'm going to be using a demonstration account in order for us to show you the last question that I wanted to be sure and handle before we dug into the details, so to speak, and it's why would it be beneficial? So let me log in with the demonstration account, and then let's take a look at why this would be beneficial. All right, everybody should have on their monitors at this point the Welcome to Infor Campus Plus. Let me talk just a little bit about your Campus Plus program and what change you may see. So for the group that we have on the phone right now, let's think about our current subscribers who are pretty active inside of our Infor Campus today. Today, when you log into Infor Campus, you would be seeing an entirely different canvas. I want you to know that when you log in on Monday, August 20th, what you will see is this campus. The Infor Campus Plus program is our new education offering that we are so very excited about. And again, wanting to thank DRI for asking us to show this to you, because with our Campus Plus program, why this particular program is so beneficial to you is because not only is there a tremendous amount of convenience associated with learning your product, especially in a self-paced format, but there's considerable cost savings associated with the Campus Plus program. I'm going to try to make this a little bit smaller on the screen, or just bring it up a little bit there, just to share with you a little bit more about the Campus Plus and why it's beneficial, and then we'll look at the geography of this new canvas that you have. With your Campus Plus program, you now have access to all of the Infor solutions that you see listed here. And I would ask you to think about, instead of just CloudSuite, SyteLine, CloudSuite Industrial SyteLine, thinking in terms of a broader world, like the use of Factory Track or classes on CPQ, EAM for some of our organizations. So not only do you have access to what is of your primary interest, CloudSuite Industrial and SyteLine, but you would have access to other Infor solutions that you're seeing here on this new Campus Plus canvas. So what does this mean specifically for you? It means that you would be able to take e-learning, which is another name for the videos and the recordings, the terminology that we've used in the past. It will provide access to you as well for simulations, for the training guides. Along with your Infor solution, the product, you'll have access to instructors, and you have access to these instructors in different ways. You can sign up for office hours. It's one of the options that you see here across the blue banner. You can also participate in self-directed learning classes in which there is an instructor that serves as a moderator within the class. It's an online community, if you will, so that not only can you interact with the class, but you can interact with other students within the class. There are also special pricing associated with, if you're wanting to attend tech ed events. We do have a technical event that's coming up in October, I believe. You'll be receiving a communication about that, but there's special pricing that's associated with your tech eds, any other public training that you would like to be attending. So aside from the fact that you have access now to many, many more Infor solutions, the access to your instructors is even greater at this particular point. I'd like to give you a little bit of geography in terms of what our canvas looks like, so that once you are able to access the Campus Plus canvas, that you have a little bit better feel for where to go and perhaps the specific classes that you would like to look for. When you initially log in to the Campus Plus on August 20th, you will have the 9-square panel that is in the upper left corner. And that 9-square panel is where you will find information related to the home page, which is what we are sitting on currently, the Me page, which houses any of the classes that you have registered for and viewed, and thirdly, to the group that's on the phone that is in charge of a project team, or you're looking at the implementation stats in terms of where your team is at in completing training. This is for you. This is the My Team page. So the 3 primary panels that you'll be covering at any point in time in your learning here on the Campus Plus will be the home page, the Me page, and for those learning contacts or administrators within the organizations, you will have the My Team. So the 9-square panel is located in the upper left. Underneath your login, you will have options as well to set preferences on email communications. You can also change your password here. And this is also where we sign out. You will be looking for specific classes. If you know exactly what you're looking for, we like to have you use the search mechanism. And I only mention it that way, guys, because when we get specifically to your CloudSuite Industrial and CloudSuite SyteLine, what we will be looking at are your classes in a much easier navigation fashion. Let me scroll down just a little bit further here to your banner. I just want to reiterate a couple of things that you will have special pricing for your Infor certifications if you're interested in obtaining a certification from Infor. And the Tech Ed, which is coming up in October. Both of those will have special pricing associated with them. We do have an overview video. It's about 7 minutes long, but it's a great video to watch, or if you have a new hire or a coworker that isn't as familiar with campus, this will be a great navigation point for them to take advantage of. As I scroll down toward the bottom on your canvas, there will always be advertisements, so to speak, regarding upcoming opportunities for you to learn. And so the registration here, we are currently open for the Tech Ed event that is occurring in Minnesota. We have a Transform event that is occurring in New York City. And at the very bottom, there is the ability to get in touch with our teams. So underneath Contact Us, there's a reference to the current and future education programs. This particular email box is monitored by folks that can answer specifically about what is coming up and what is currently available. And then my team, the customer care team, we're the ones that you can get a hold of either from our call center. Our email is very, very busy, but we do have a team of folks that work behind the email scenes here, and we are always willing, you should know, to hop on a WebEx and help you with any types of questions that you may have. I know we're a little bit more limited in our audience as to who may have access to the Infor Extreme, but we are available within Infor Extreme, and we have our own training and education queue there as well. And that takes care of our canvas and what we see initially here when we review the information that is on our Campus Plus Canvas. Again, this is what you will see when you log in on Monday, August 20th. Now, for what everybody's been waiting for, let's go specifically look at the CloudSuite Industrial SyteLine education offerings. We're listed right now in alphabetical order. So you'll find CloudSuite Industrial and SyteLine in your first column, and it's our last option. When you click into the CloudSuite Industrial and SyteLine workspace page, we're going to take a look at the information that's provided here within your education offering in two different ways. Let me scroll down just a little bit, and I'm going to enlarge your screens. The information that I want to share with you about what's available inside of the education offering on the workspace page is provided to you in two different ways. So there is what you should think about here is that I'm looking at this information. It's the same information, but I'm looking at it two different ways. So the training in this product line is organized based on the topic, and that's what I'd like to cover with you first. Before we leave our call, I also want to share with you how this training is organized based on a learning path and why you might use topics over learning paths or the learning paths over the topics. You could go to a foundation class and review opportunities to learn within the foundation class. I'm clicking on the foundation link, and let me scroll down just a little bit because what I want to share with you are the different path opportunities that you have. So navigating the user interface, critical class for new hires or level setting, reviewing how we can use the platform. You'll notice that our path changes to instructor-led training and self-directed learning opportunities available under this particular topic. Instructor-led training is exactly what it sounds like. It's going to be an opportunity for you to connect with an instructor at a specific day and a specific time, and they will provide an environment for you to complete exercises within the class. But a new offering that is coming on radar for us and being used an awful lot is self-directed learning. Self-directed learning, again, going to the convenience and your ability to be self-sufficient and learn at your own pace, is available in a format in which you will be able to review the workbook, review the videos. If there are additional types of requirements that you may feel that you need, there is also a lab that's available for you. It's not a requirement to be successful with the class, but it is available for you at a very, very deep discounted price. So with that in mind, with self-directed learning, keep in the forefront of your thoughts that you have access to an instructor during the period of time that you're in a self-directed learning class. That's that moderator and the message board and that opportunity to engage with an online community. All right, now the next piece that I want to be sure that we cover with you is to talk with you about the opportunity to look at your learning in a different format. And this is by learning paths. So what I'm about to open for you is a spreadsheet. And within this spreadsheet, it gives you the opportunity to look at all of the education offering based on a very specific set of criteria. Now, we find that the training, when it's reviewed by a learning path, is usually used by someone who is engaged in planning. So there's a lot of consideration around how much time and I don't think I need to have all of these classes available, and I want them taken in a very specific order. And so the Education Product Manager, John Brown, has provided this tool that is used, again, a lot more by our administrators or learning contacts within the organization. And they will use this particular tool to help them with planning. But the tool is available to anybody, and the catalog and links particular workspace page will allow you to look at criteria that may be more specific to you. Maybe you're looking at version 8, maybe you're looking specifically at foundation types of classes, and maybe you only want to see what's available in terms of the training guide associated with the class. So again, two ways of looking at the very same set of education offerings, either by topic or by the learning path. I'm going to return to the 9-square panel in the upper left. And at the home page, from here for my administrators that have joined us on this call, there is the My Team tab. Why is this beneficial? So again, back to that third question that Jason wanted us to help with here is the My Team learning administration piece allows us to primarily do 3 things within our campus. It allows us to follow our users, to track what has been accomplished, what has been assigned across all of the different course offerings, to do that individually in terms of assigning or adding learning or adding learning to a group of people. Of course, the primary thing for a learning contact is to be sure that courses that have been assigned are actually being taken by the people that they've been assigned to. So we do 30-minute calls with our learning contacts and are glad to hop on a WebEx and review My Team capabilities, Jason, as a follow-up to, I know, information that you're going to be sending out. But My Team is highly valuable to those that are tracking with their implementation teams and projects. So back to our homepage. What is the Infor Campus? This is our customer marketplace. It is an efficient and convenient and cost-effective way of doing your education training, whether you happen to be new or upgrading, implementing. And so the way we get access to this particular education platform is to email us at inforcampus@infor.com, or you can go to campus.infor.com and actually request an account from the login page. Jason, I think we're ready for some questions.
Okay, thank you, Joy. I really appreciate that presentation. Let me just take a look at the questions here. I know that we had a couple of them come in earlier, and 2 of the questions were actually the same question. And so I think you may have answered it just a couple of minutes ago, but we've got customers on different versions of SyteLine and CloudSuite, Joe, some on version 8, quite a few on 9.0.2 and 9.0.3, and I know a lot of the stuff you were showing here is 9.01. I know that you can select the version that you're on and view the content related to that version, but maybe you can just talk a little bit more to older versions of CloudSuite and the content that's available to it.
So again, a couple of ways that we could look at this. So let's navigate together. I'm going to click on CloudSuite Industrial SyteLine. And again, if you are looking by topic, there are some release updates, by the way, that you can review based on specific versions. If you were to go into the foundation classes or one of the other topics that's available, you would see the versions listed within your. Let me give you a sense of what this would look like. So if I wanted to go to Foundation 101 SyteLine, I think, Jason, this is where the folks that were inquiring. So you can see that there's the version 9 that's available. You capture this, you guys, when you hover over the top of these training guides, you can hover over the top of the training guides. There, a little bit better. Version 7s. Again, another way to look at this, if we're looking at versions, is to take a look at it from the perspective of using the tool below for those who are trying to make plans. This spreadsheet allows you to go ahead and from your version, you can select the appropriate version here.
Well, that should conclude our webinar today. I want to thank everybody for joining. Joe, why don't you give us that email one more time that they can email questions to?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So for those of you that do have access to the Infor Campus, and we're located here at the bottom underneath Contact Us. So it's Infor Campus at infor.com. But don't forget, you can reach us here on the call center as well. And for administrators, we're in Infor Extreme Training and Education queue.
That's great. Thanks, Joe. And you can also email or call myself, Jason Snar, or my counterpart, John Titus, and we'd be happy to answer questions as well. So again, thank you everybody for joining. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And Joe and Terry, thanks for your help as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.